Hey there, welcome to day 1392 of What's She Up To Now. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here with a chip from a casino and a little fire-breathing dragon to represent not safe, safety, and near, things that are near us. Today, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom sharing different pieces of content every day as I am building my online presence, moving from the offline world to the online world in 2017, I guess, is when I first started doing things online. And then 2018, I started to actually create content, video content online. And I do several pieces of content every day. Yep, every day except for December 25th of 2019 because I had COVID and I was super duper sick and I couldn't even stop coughing long enough to get a sentence out, much less create my video content that day. So I didn't. I haven't gone back to listen to my videos around that day, but I suspect they're probably pretty rough. So our annual challenge this year is to do one thing every day that centers us. From this little journal book, do one thing every day that centers you. And it's really all about us getting to know ourselves better. And today it was about things that are near us, and that things that are near us are the best things. And I thought about that and I looked around me and I'm like realizing that I surround myself with things that make me feel good. Why do I have teddy bears and little animals and things? It's a very grandma thing to do, right? Around me, because they make me smile, they make me feel good. When I sit down to make my videos every day, I smile as I sit down in my chair in my Follow Your Dreams pillow and look at my magic wand and my little teddy bears. And I actually got a new teddy bear from my sister early for Christmas. So I guess it's a little teddy bear with a reindeer. I think it's the Godiva bears. I love them. She gives me one every year. And I don't know. I thought I kept them all, but I don't know where they are. I don't always pull them out and use them every year, but I do look forward to getting a new one every year. So I surround myself. I keep things near to me that make me feel good. Do you do that? Do we all do that? Not always. There have been times in my life when I didn't keep things that made me feel good nearby, and I wasn't very happy during those time periods. So now I've learned as I've gotten older, surround yourself with things that make you feel good. Surround yourself with people that make you feel good. And if people are around you that don't make you feel good, just walk away or deal with it in a way that you set boundaries and make sure that you're not letting them negatively impact you. So the best things are nearest was our Get to Know Ourselves Better challenge today. Geez, we only have like 40 days left of the year. I can't believe how quickly it goes by. I mean, we've just got a teeny bit of our book left. And then we're going to do something really different and interesting next year. I haven't shared it yet, but I think I've honed in on the idea of what we're going to do. It's going to be more interactive and more put on the participants. And, you know, every day, instead of us just taking a book and coming up with an option, it's going to be you have to go find this, do this, and then just share the impact of it on you. Or maybe I'll ask a question a day about the thing that we're doing. And I haven't decided yet if I'm going to theme it out for the year so that every month or every week we have a different theme, or if we're just going to do it randomly and people can randomly do whatever they want. It's kind of up in the air. I'm kind of open about it. So I'll decide over the next month, of course, and I'll let people know what we're going to do. But I'm excited because it's going to be different. It's going to be more hands-on than just picking up a book. Now, why did I start doing this annual challenge in the first place? Number one, so that I would have something to talk about every day. Number two, so that I would stretch my comfort zone and I would actually make a video every day. Number three, so that I could improve an area or aspect of my life by doing a teeny thing, a single daily action, something little every day without having to think really hard about it, because it makes improving that area or aspect of my life really automatic. I am, believe it or not, much more centered, much more calm, much more relaxed, much more a better version of me 325 days into doing one thing every day that centers me than I was at the beginning of this year. Actually, at the beginning of this year, I felt really, really discombobulated and upset about stuff that's going on in the world that I have no control over. And really, I don't have to let it affect me. And doing this annual challenge has helped me to understand it doesn't have to affect me. And what we hear in the media, what we see in the news, if you watch the news, if you're still watching the news, I beg you to stop for your own good, not for mine. But what we see is all designed to manipulate us and not let us think for ourselves and create the life that we want. So one of the best things I ever did was in the 80s, stop watching the media and watching the news, because it had started to go downhill back then. Now it's just a cesspool of nonsense. So, of course, that's my opinion, and I'm entitled to it, as you are to yours. But as someone that studied journalism and thought about going to college and getting a journalism degree, I am so glad I changed my majors and changed my mind as many times as I did, and ended up going the engineering management marketing route instead. So that's our first challenge. Our for the month of November, I decided for Supersize Your Business, we're doing a money idiom every day. So an idiom related to money, and today's was to cash in your chips. This is actually a chip from the Isle Vista Casino in Lake Superior. I don't remember being here. I probably was there. I guess if it had a date on it, I might know, but there's no date. It's just a metal casino coin that I thought was cool. And I don't know if I got it or if my son or daughter brought it back for me, but we were probably up there. I'm sure I've been up north, but I don't remember getting that chip or that casino. But I just happen to have that one, which fits with our money idiom today, which is to cash in your chips. So we exchange money at a casino for these chips and coins. Lots of times they're plastic, but some casinos obviously have nicer quality metal ones and actual coins. So they have like their own money, right? It's kind of interesting. But we talked about that with respect to what do we need to do with our business, growing and supersizing our business, to make sure that at some point, or if something happens, our business will run without us and we will continue to get paid or be able to sell and have enough value created in that business that it will take care of us for the rest of our life, or for our retirement, or to pass on to our kids, whatever the plan is. Our No Nonsense November today on the Get Up and Go Challenge page this month, just like I did last year, I shared a tool every day in November. This year, I'm sharing just a piece of advice, lesson learned over, the last 6+ decades here on planet Earth. And today's was safety first. Now, safety first is a motto and a principle and a belief that I've had, I guess, working in manufacturing and creating things and building things, and then getting my engineering degree and going into big corporations, big manufacturing corporations, has taught me that safety is a huge component. It's a very important part of our businesses and our lives and our jobs. And that if we don't take care of ourselves and make sure that we're doing things in a safe manner, we can get in trouble in a heartbeat, right? We can get in trouble really, really fast. If you don't look both ways when you're crossing the street, guess what? You might get hit by a car or a bus or a bike or whatever, anything. So like I talked about, 5 or 6 things we want to do to make sure that we're thinking about safety, our safety, and the safety of those we love and care about in our thinking, in the choices we make, in the places we go, the environment we put ourselves into, the situations we will or will not participate in, where we will or will not live, where we will or will not go. I live in a border town between Wisconsin and Minnesota, and used to spend a lot of time, like every day, crossing the state lines in Minnesota. And since the rioting, yes, it was rioting in the summer of 2020, despite what the media will try to convince you, burning down thousands of businesses and causing billions of dollars of damage, that is criminal behavior. That is rioting. There is no justification for that. Zero. None. No justification for it. So you decide to not participate, not go participate in those things if there's danger involved, etc. So it's about taking personal responsibility, making choices, paying attention to your environment, being present, planning and thinking ahead about things that could happen. Now, I was, and still am as a grandma, one of those moms that automatically in my head, things pop up of what could happen. So I'm always blocking. My granddaughter's learning to walk right now, my youngest granddaughter. And so I'm always blocking her and thinking and looking and scanning the environment to see, well, if she falls, if she were to fall, could she hit her head? Could she break a little limb? I'm always doing that. It's just automatic. Safety first, safety first, safety first. So that was our No Nonsense November. Again, I'm working on December 1st. We're going to do the next Get Up and Go. This will be our 10th free 30+ day Get Up and Go challenge since the pandemic started in 2020. And we'll decide what we're going to do with it next year. I have mixed feelings about what I want to do with it and how I want to go forward with it. Again, I don't believe in disappearing content. So the 10 will always be available on the Get Up and Go Challenge group on Facebook. As long as Facebook allows me to have that group. They shut down one of my long-term pages about a month or two ago because of a chatbot that had been hooked up. I don't know. I've got a chatbot, but I've never used one of those situations. And so Facebook changed their guidelines on chatbot tags or something. And then they unpublished my group. And no matter what I do, I cannot find a way to communicate with them. I try every day. It's really kind of comical at this point. But it's always try again later, which means there is no way to communicate with them. I don't know about you, but if you're building a business and you're making it impossible for your customers to reach you or communicate with you in any way, shape, or form, you're missing the boat and you're making a huge mistake. And if you're a billion-dollar business or multi-billion-dollar business that doesn't care, then I hope that your customers stop using you and working with you because, it's a two-way street. So that's just my opinion as well. So Get Up and Go Challenge, December 1st through 31st, free to join us. Again, not sure what's going to happen with that next year. Other projects working on, not even going to go into today because I am exhausted. I had maybe 2 hours sleep last night. And so I'm going to go about my day. I invite you to do the same. And if you have any questions, ask and I will answer them as quickly as I possibly can. Otherwise, I'll be with you tomorrow.